Good morning, and welcome to Meditation Lesson 2, Video 27. This is the guided meditation, or the follow-along meditation, for Yuck, which is a wonderful generic term for whatever suffering we experience in the moment. Remember, suffering can be anything. It can be grandiose, like a summer movie blockbuster, or it can be very, very subtle. Like simply not getting what you want when you want it, not keeping what you like as long as you'd like to, or simply enjoying that which you do not prefer. Suffering can be very subtle. So let's get right into this. The only way this is going to make any sense is if you've got the latest free version of the PDF open in front of you, the PDF that is entitled The First Set of Lesson Texts. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to utilize the links and their titles that are below this video. Now, what's that? You say you don't see any links? Easy fix. All you need to do is get to YouTube's dedicated page for this video. So in the lower right-hand corner of this video image, it should be right around here. There'll be a little tiny YouTube icon or logo. Give that a click or two. It'll take you right there. About an inch below the video, there'll be a button. Now, sometimes YouTube juggles things up, and so it's very conceivable that it'll be an inch below and to the bottom right. So either inch below center or inch below bottom right, there'll be a button that says Show More. Give that bad boy a click, it will reveal many links. I'm just going to mention the first three. Number one will take you to my Facebook page. You're welcome to like me there. Number two will it'll take you to a set of pages. The first three entitled the 52 lessons, and the first page is lessons 1, 2, and 3. If this is your first time jumping into the set of 52 lessons, you're going to be lost. So start with Lesson 1, Part 1, also known as Lesson 1, Video 1. That's where you want to begin. The third link will take you to the class materials page for the first quarter. When you get there, the first three things on that page are free. There's an essay, that's free. There's a link that will take you to the free PDF, the first set of lesson texts. There's a free image you can download. I recommend that you do it. Look for something very similar to this. Good. So if you have your ducks in a row, let's jump in there. Please join me on page 14 of the first set of lesson texts. Sometimes the numbering gets a little goofy. You know you're on the right page because the first heading says Chenra Zig's intellectual and mystical paths to enlightenment. The heading below that, about an inch or two, reads the passive visualization of the great compassionate one. So let's start in. And once again, these were covered in the lessons. If this is not familiar to you, then you haven't seen all the lessons. Please, set yourself up for every success. Watch all the lessons in order. Let's dig in. An arm's length above my head and those of all the ascension beings pervading space, on a white lotus and full moon cushion from Priapus noble lance appearing Chenra Zig. Page 15. He is brilliant, white, and radiates the 6 lights of white, green, yellow, blue, red, and black. Handsome and smiling, he looks on all with kind eyes of compassion. He has 4 hands, the inner 2 are joined in Anjali. The outer 2 hold a crystal mala and a white lotus flower, adorned with ornaments of silks and jewels, his left shoulder covered by a deerskin. Amitabha hovers above his head, his 2 feet are in the lotus posture. His back rests against a beautiful stainless moon throne. He is the embodiment of all objects of Buddhist refuge. Page 16. Om Mani Padme Hum, Potalabe Beth for me. Om Mani Padme Hum, Potalabe Beth for all. Om Mani Padme Hum, completely letting go. Please join me on page 17. So now we're going to work with the idea of deconstructing and letting go of whatever experience we're enduring that may be even a shade less than what we prefer. What yuck am I now experiencing? If you see me grimace, don't take that personally. Got a bit of a sore throat. Here we go. What yuck am I now experiencing? Why could this yuck and its causes not satisfy? Why could this yuck and its causes not be permanent? There's something wonderfully sophomoric about using the term yuck. Folks, it's very difficult to take oneself too seriously when you use the childish term yuck. One of the nice things about being vague is it helps us not to get hung up on labels. It helps us to viscerally remember that what we're experiencing, even if it's acute, is ultimately temporary. Let's continue. Why could this yuck and its causes not be me? Okay, page 18. Why could this yuck and its causes not be mine? Why could this yuck and its causes not be graspable? Why could I benefit from letting go of this yuck and its causes right now? If you see me tremor or tick, don't worry, that's not a byproduct of meditating. That's just because I have some medical challenges. Let's continue. What could completely letting go of this yuck and its causes feel like? Please join me on page 19. Why could I let go of this yuck and its causes right now? Why would I let go of this yuck and its causes right now? When will I let go of this yuck and its causes? Completely letting go. Page 20. Now we're going to play with the silent exercise that we learned in the second set of lesson text. I'm sorry, the second set of videos. Or another way to put it is lesson 2's collection of videos. Okay, so all these silent exercises are done for 3 breaths. Let's sit properly with our feet flat on the floor, our head over our shoulders over our tush, our hands in our lap. Thumbs do not touch. Where feel yuck, chin re zig. Why yuck not satisfy? Why could yuck never last? Please join me on page 21. Why could yuck not be me? Why could yuck not be mine? Why could yuck not be grasped? Let's go to page 22. Why could I let yuck go? Why would I let yuck go? When will I let yuck go? Chin re zig, let yuck go. We had an entire lesson, well, we had an entire video focused on learning how to pronounce chin re zig, both verbally and mentally. If you are having trouble pronouncing it, go back, watch that video. Okay. Page 23, we're at Chog Chain's Mystic Path to an Arhat's Spiritual Resiliency. So, we began with the Lama Rim, we're ending with Chog Chain, we began with the intellectual, we end with the mystic. This week, our addition to the practice, or I should say this lesson, the addition to the practice is the extensive alternate nostril breathing. So, unlike Hindu yoga, we don't play with our fingers. We purely use intention. If you find yourself making funny faces, that's okay. That's par for the course. In through left, out through right. In through right, out through left. In through both, out through both. Next page, page 24. One-syllable version of the same set of exercises. Left, right. Right, left. Both, both. And again, left, right. Right, left. Both, both. Some people vetch and complain and say, Lama Jigme, why don't you teach breath meditation? And the answer is, all these meditations are in harmony with the breath. So there. Okay. Page 25. And now we come back to the old standby, the Mahamudra of awareness and letting go. What feeling? Letting go. What hearing? Letting go. What seeing? Letting go. Yes, eyes are closed. Please join me on page 26. Noticing, letting go. The one-syllable version with the eyes still closed. This, free. And now we're going to do this free with eyes gently opened, gazing upon the face of Chinre Zig, but not in a focused way, in a very disfocused way. We're allowing the information to trickle in through our peripheral vision. See, we're not hiding from reality, we're surfing it. This free. Let's hold the control button and tap page down twice. That should take us to page 28, the closing recitations. Now quickly jump to page 29. You'll notice all the guided meditations and the links that will take you to the appropriate videos on YouTube. Do you always have to follow along with a video? No. But if you ever want to, you can. Okay, let's jump back to 28. Okay, so we have the three dedications of merit, or intentions, and at the very top you'll notice it says closing recitations concise. Below that it says untying the heart's knots. So that's what we're going to do right now. Gentle yoga set. And you'll notice there's a link below in Tying the Heart's Knots. There's a link below Bodhicitta's Essence, and there's a link below Personal. Those links will guide you and baby step you through the process of learning how to do the 12-step Sun Salutation, or the 12-phase Sun Salutation, as well as the Vietnamese bows. Since those links are there, there's no reason for me to go over them again. So let's play with them right now. So please, I can move my chair out of the way and open up a yoga mat or a yoga blanket. I invite you to do likewise. Once again, all these have been spelled out in great detail in the links. Okay, let's untie the heart's knots. Oof. This yoga, it is, legend tells us this yoga set was brought to Tibet from Bengal. Well, from Sri Lanka. Now this I take it back. From Serling, or Indonesia, and before that, India, by the Bengali prince turned monk, Sri Jana Dipankara, who the Tibetans called Atisha. Sit erect, lace your hands behind your back. Open the chest, drop the head, swing the gaze up. Okay, twist to the left, gently. Please reverse. Back to center. Hands in front. Swing the hands out and overhead. Please bend gently to the left. Please bend to the right. Back to center. But don't worry about doing silent meditations whilst performing the untying of the heart's knots. We'll explore that in the fourth lesson. Since we're on the second lesson, forget about it. Okay, at this point we're going to work our way into downward facing fetal position, also known as child's pose. Make your hands into fists. Place them on the yoga blanket. Straighten your arms. You want to use your arms to return to an upright position, not your back. You really don't want to take a chance injuring yourself. Trust me on this. Hands over shoulders, shoulders over tush. Some people call this a lion pose. Some people call this the samurai pose, or the seated samurai pose. Please lace your hands behind your back yet again. Open your chest, drop your head, swing your gaze up. Please release your hands. Hands in the puckered palm in front of your sternum. Please twist gently to the left. back to center. Relax your shoulders. Twist to the right. Back to the center. Return to the hands and knees position. We're going to perform cat-cow with an open jaw. All right. Let's return to a standing position. Weight on the balls of the feet, knees subtly bent, hips pitched forward, hands laced behind the back. Open the chest, drop the head, gaze swung up, swing the gaze up. Good, now let's do 2 repetitions of 12-face sun salutation, followed by 2 repetitions of Vietnamese bows. Every odd repetition we lead with the left leg. Every even repetition we lead with the right. By this virtue may I now accomplish the spontaneous, habitual, easing, and effective mastery of Buddha's mental yogas, of devotion, awareness, love, and letting go. And now lead every living being, without exception, to this ground. May everyone be healthy, wealthy, and happy. May everyone practice skillfully and joyfully. May everyone accomplish Jigme in this life, and then help many others do likewise. For truly that is the meaning of life. Om Mani Padme Hum. Vietnamese bows. May I always be cared for throughout all my lives by the Buddha of compassion, emanating as my kind teacher. And as such may I always enthusiastically and joyfully tread this excellent path praised by the conquerors. Okay. My friends, there you have it. Well, thank you for your time and your kind attention, and thank you for your enthusiasm to become the great Bodhisattva that you were born to be. Be sure to click, depending upon the YouTube configuration of the day, remember to click subscribe and click the box that allows you to receive email notifications, or find the subscribe button somewhere down there. And be sure to share this with your friends on the social networks. May you and yours be healthy and happy. Om Mani Padme Hum. Bye-bye.